Well, good morning. Hi, what are you doing? Are you excited? It's cold, Mama. It's cold. So we worked on this last weekend, and let me show you really quick. Oh, now we come out of this door to the garage, and there's these nice steps. So if you go out that door, you don't have to go in with the dog, but this door means he can go straight into the garage and not go through Jeremy's shop, which was the plan. We are thinking about, probably will eventually do a kennel in there, and like the stalls in the barn, not like a small kennel, so that when it's raining or if he's sick or if we have any animal that's sick, there's a place for them in the garage. So Duke really hates thunderstorms. He also hates fireworks. And Jeremy really wanted a spot for him as he got older that he could be in but not roam around, which he likes to roam around. I don't know that he'll like being in a small spot in there. He'll probably want the whole open piece. We'll see. We've got to move nets for these guys today. They are devouring some hay. So they have about a half acre of really wonderful winter grass that they could eat, but I've got to move their nets so they can have access to it. It's not late, they're just extra spicy this morning. You are? Are you in heat, Tinkerbell? Is that what have everybody all wound up? Yes, okay. No one else has cycled in the last week, thankfully, so I don't know. Still don't know if we're all settled, but we have not had anybody else go into heat this week at all. I have been sick. I had an ear, throat infection this week, so you didn't get a video today, which is Saturday, because I was just sick. It was cold, and I didn't really want to get outside to film. It rained. It's kind of ick this week. It is going to rain all of next week, so I'm going to try to film 2 videos this weekend so that we have videos for next week. They are fighting. So much fighting. Okay, let Mom feed breakfast so that you guys will stop being ridiculous. Switch up their bowls because it made more sense for them to have a big bowl and him to have a smaller one. I was hoping that we could put it kind of back on the stand, but he's not quite tall enough yet. Chai is crawling on me because she would rather have a cookie than her breakfast. Little cookie monster. And then that makes Parker think he has to protect his food because goats. I didn't round up bowls last night. People at work have been steadily bringing me their fall pumpkins, and so everybody's been snacking on those. I've been using those to get the pigs and the goats in at night. It's much better for the goats, for the boys, than like having to split their grain up, and they're really good for the pigs. That has been nice to be able to do that for them instead. That's kind of a healthier snack. Good morning, my rowdy crew. Yeah, hello. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, piggies. Let's go. I'm hoping what I'm gonna do is not completely reset the nets, but just kind of open it all the way up. I need to mow everything that's tall. I don't know that I'm gonna do that today. I may do it this afternoon. I really wanna watch World Cup soccer this morning, but I know if I go in, I probably won't get it done, but it will take me a couple of hours, so. Cookie Monsters? Maybe? I don't know, Mom. Hello, princesses. Hello. Sweet girl. They're pretty much eating all the hay that I put out right now. So, which is fine, it's December. I would like to utilize that winter grass and get us a few more weeks. Alright. I know, Nuggie. Just remember to get your They are absolutely spoiled rotten. Don't be mistaken. It's really not cold enough for gloves, but the tripod is so cold that I need it to hold it. So my hope is really to just move 2 of these nets to get as much of this winter grass as I can possibly get. So it's just to detach them, undo them, and then pull them out as far as I can. Probably gonna pull them out even further than we had them in the summer. In the summer, we leave this difference between our side and our neighbor's side really wide because of mowing, because he uses a tractor and I never want him to feel like crowded by the nets. He's not gonna be mowing. I wanna get as much of this as I possibly can. And then what I need to do is mow the long stuff so that if we could get any more growth, we get that. So it's 3 nets that I'm gonna have to move, but not 1 full net and 2 partials to see if that works. If I can't get all of it, then I'll have to kind of move the very far net in. I'll have to move all of them. Look, they're all right here, like ready to go. This is really long. This should give them another month at least. And then I need to clean all that up. It's probably not gonna get any more winter grass growth, but it will get it starting in March. And so we need to make sure that it's cut down ready to grow for that. Okay, my face is frozen, but this wrapped way more than I thought it would. Jeremy had talked about kind of moving over the other fence, but there's so much fence. What I do want to do before spring, before we start rotating, is to mark how far out it will go so that I know in the winter kind of where to set it, so I'm not always like kind of guessing. It didn't take me very long, like maybe half an hour. It took me 20 minutes to lay all the fence down and then probably another 10 just to set it back up. So, you guys ready? So this is maybe a 1/4 to 1/2 acre that's gonna be new for them. And there's, I don't know, maybe a 1/4 of an acre that's really, really long. It's not gonna last forever, but hopefully it'll give us a couple more weeks. Shows up on camera, but there's a pretty big contrast between where they've eaten and where they've not. This is from me walking to turn the charger on and off. But it goes, you can see the demarcation between the green and the brown. What I've got to do is come out and mow this back. My face is really numb. I'm not cold, but my face is really cold. So maybe wait till it warms up a little bit more. But it should keep them busy, give them something new. I tried to pull it out as wide. I probably could pull it out even wider if I wanted. Especially once I get it mowed down, I could kind of bring it this way and bring it to the edge. But we're probably here only 6 feet off our property line, so I think that's probably best to kind of leave it. This we could go further, but there's all this root system, which is hard to put the nets in. I was hoping this would get us to January and we would have about 3 months of just like only hay, where they were just kind of out here for funsies, but I do think it's probably gonna be mid-December. Had we not had the drought, I do think it would have lasted longer because I'd have been able to mow a couple more times. With the grass just not growing from like mid-June to the end of July, it was just really tough. And this is 2.5 acres, I think. About only one additional mouth to feed, really. We have 2 new goats, but we lost Cece. So 2 babies basically are the equivalent of a full-grown goat, pregnant goat. So feeding the same amount of goats that we've been feeding, 1 less with Waffles being gone up on the hill. They're gonna have to have hay this week. Now that I think we're done breeding, they probably will go to live in the top pasture with their hay, but they should be happy and entertained for now with all this new grass. It won't take them long to eat through this, but I'm thankful for maybe another week or 2. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that bought a headband this time. We completely sold out as of yesterday. I can't believe like everything is gone. I'm getting some new colorways in the mail today. I'm gonna order a few more as well. I'm really excited. We'll do our last collection for like the winter in February, like our midwinter collection. All the colors that we had this time but 1 will come back, and then I'll have 2 new colors at least, a green and a yellow, like a butterscotch color that you guys picked out. So be looking for that if you missed out this round. They'll be available, and then I'll probably take a break from February until like next August or September to work on things I want to work on, and because it'll be warm in the United States for the most part after March, April, so that way I can work on things for like next winter. And then we'll kind of do the same that we did this year, where we'll do kind of September holiday, fall holiday, and midwinter, and then anything that's left will be in the shop all year. Like, I'm not going to take the shop down, so it will be out there for you guys. My husband's brother is here today, helping him wire the next set of the solar. So there will be another update on the solar. We may do that tomorrow, like for Saturday's video as well. He bought a second inverter, so our extra 4 panels plus that inverter are going to be a separate, kind of on a separate leg to run our heat and air, everything but our auxiliary heat. So we'll have him explain that. Our energy company did something weird, and so he made the decision to do this. So I'll let him explain that to you guys in the next video. Makes sense to me, but I'm not really good at explaining it. So what are you thinking on ours? Looking a little scruffy. We've had so much like cold and then warm and then cold and then warm. All of their coats look ridiculous right now because they've puffed out and shed and puffed out and shed and puffed out and shed, haven't you? Do we have, Mama? But I think they are gonna be happy, happy baby goats today. Spoiled, rotten little friends.